Son of a...
Pac-Man was developed and released by Atarisoft, Atari's game division that created licensed versions of hit arcade games for various home computers and video consoles during the early 80s. Atari held the home computer and console rights to various arcade games, Pac-Man included. Atari's VIC-20 version of Pac-Man, while licensed, was not the best version of the game for the VIC-20. There were multiple other versions, including the 3 versions you'll see in this video. Now, I've played the VIC-20 version of Pac-Man several times over the years, and I have to say I was not impressed. The game's collision detection is horrible, and the joystick controls in the game are less responsive, which is the reason for the multiple deaths you're seeing right now. I swear on a stack of video game cartridges, I really am a better player than what you're seeing right here. Before launching the VIC-20 in the United States, Commodore launched it in Japan. Many of the early games for the computer were written in Japan, and Commodore bought the home computer rights to 3 Namco classics, Galaxian, Rally X, and Pac-Man. However, when the VIC-20 was bought to the US, it was determined Commodore did not own the rights in the US. Instead, Atari held the rights for both Galaxian and Pac-Man, which led Commodore to retitle its Pac-Man game as Jelly Monsters. Despite the renaming of the game, Atari sued Commodore of the VIC-20 game and successfully prevented the sale of Jelly Monsters. However, several copies of the game were sold in the US before the injunction, so it's reasonably easy to find copies of the game from eBay and other sources. As you can see in this video, Jelly Monsters is a better version of Pac-Man than the official version is, with more responsive controls, better sounding graphics, and providing a much better overall Pac-Man experience. Cosmic Cruncher was released on cartridge for the VIC-20 following Commodore's loss in the Jelly Monsters lawsuit. While Cosmic Cruncher is easily recognizable as a Pac-Man clone, it offers a redesigned maze and uses a Commodore logo in place of Pac-Man. Your Cosmic Cruncher must travel the maze, avoiding killer satellites, occasionally eating what appear to be flying saucers, which temporarily give you the ability to chomp down on the killer satellites. While Cosmic Cruncher's graphics, joystick control, and gameplay are an improvement over Atarisoft's authorized Pac-Man release, it also has its own quirks, such as parts of the maze that are wide enough to allow your Cruncher to pass right by the satellites without eating them, or being eaten when the Cruncher is energized. All in all, though, Cosmic Cruncher is an excellent maze game and is well worth a try. Long time ago, many VIC-20 games were released on cassette. They were packaged in a plastic baggie with a slim manual, hung on the wall, and were ready for your purchase. I remember playing Snakman on my VIC-20 back in the early 80s. I purchased the game at a local independent computer store. They were everywhere back then. It was a marvelous time, which we'll unfortunately never experience again. While Snakman wasn't a terrific version of Pac-Man, it was quite playable, and it fit into the VIC-20's 3.5K of memory, which was an important factor to many of us, as memory expansion for the VIC-20 was quite pricey back then.